Okay, sixth grade, we're going to take a look at this Simulate a Wolf Population worksheet here. And what this is going to do is it's going to take a look at what kinds of things could happen to a wild wolf population in a particular area. And this references that article that you read about the wolves of Isle Royale, which is coolly enough in Michigan, right? And so you're going to play a little game to model how random events can affect this isolated population. Okay, you're going to start with 5 wolves, 2 adults, and 3 pups, and you need 2 dice to play this game. All right, so go dig them out of a game that you have. I just pulled mine out of the Yahtzee game that we have here, and we're going to figure out what happens every year. Okay, and you're going to keep track of it on the back of the paper, which looks like this. So to begin with, I'm starting with 5, which is what we just said. Okay, and then I'm going to roll my dice and see what I get. So I get a 4 and a 3. And we're going to go back to the chart and we're going to see what happens if you roll a 4 and a 3. It says add dice to 7. Pack numbers are stable that year. No change. All right. So pack is stable. And then there's just no change. So I'm just going to put basically an X in there. Now, I am going to put the 5 because that's the number I started with. And then every year I'm going to add 3. And the 3 is going to account for new pups that are born, basically reproduction that might just generally happen every year. Okay, so 5 plus 3 is 8. Now, this 8 is the number I'm going to carry over to the next year. When year 2 starts, we're starting with 8 because we had 5. We added 3 new pups were born, and so now we have 8. Okay, so now we're going to roll the dice again. We get a 6 and a 3. And we're going to write that down and go back over here and look and see. Dice add to 9. 3 wolves die of old age. So we're going to write that down. And I'm going to write -3 there because that's what's going to happen because of that. So I'm going to take my 8 and I'm going to do -3 and then +3. So 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. Basically, those 3's cancel each other out and we end up with 8 again. All right, that 8 is the number I'm going to carry over to year 3. Roll again. I got a 5 and a 2. Oops, not a 7 and a 2. 5 and 2 equals 7, right? So a 5 and a 2. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to take a look at the chart. It says dice add to 7. Pack number stable. Okay. So pack is stable. Again, an X, no change. So I got basically have 8, but I am going to still add my 3 to account for reproduction. I'm going to end up with 11. I'm going to carry 11 over to my chart. Now, you're going to keep on going, and you're going to run through a simulation of 15 years and what might happen to your pack. Now, the one thing I want to draw your attention to is if your wolf population drops to 0 before the 15 years are up, you're going to start over with a 5. Okay, so that's going to take the idea that humans are reintroducing wolves to the area, and there are now 5 back in your pack and start over again. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to be interested to see what kind of numbers you end up with at the end here. When you're done, you're going to answer these 5 questions, and you're going to use the data that you collected. And it's going to ask you to explain what happened to your wolf pack. How might they affect prey? So think about the difference between prey and predators that you would have learned about in your notes the other day. And don't forget the things that you read about in that article that might be able to help you with this information here. Okay, good luck. When you're done with this assignment, you're going to upload it to Jupyter and send it in to me. And I think this one's due next week, Monday, maybe. All right, I hope you guys are well. I hope everybody's doing great. And have a little fun here today. Okay, all right, talk to you guys later. Bye.